totally forgot this was an English stream, so you caught me a little off guard right there. But looks like we are ready to get things started, my very good friend. And well, SkyJ versus Master. What can we say about this dude that hasn't been said before?
Yeah.
SkyJ, probably the best Incineroar. I will even go as far as to say as in the world. And
Yeah.
Meister, also a very, very, very strong player. He's always being known for his amazing game and watch. So this is going to be a pretty tough team to beat on the side of Bestia and George. But Bestia, he's also a pretty strong eye. He started to gain a lot of notoriety on the about 2 years ago, and now it's really good to see him, going up against some of the best players in the world.
Yeah, most definitely. And right now, I mean, it hasn't even happened. I mean, and already Skyger lost his third stock, and also George, and also Bestia, I'm sorry. They're both dealing with the same amount of stuff between teams of a stock story, but they need to rack up some more damage because they want to close out the Skyger stock because, Incineroar is a heavy character, a heavy hitter, and I think besides Meister Edgar, also the revenge from Incineroar is one of the main threats over here.
Yeah, that's right. And just like you were saying, that revenge on side of SkyJ, I think it's going to be a huge, huge factor for him and Meister because, you can get a lot of those counters on Incineroar, and the more you get him counters, he's just gonna get deadlier and deadlier. And it's like we were talking about earlier, right? He's a pretty heavy character, so he can survive a lot of things, and doubles action, it can get a little frenetic sometimes.
Yeah, most definitely. And right now, George actually was trying to catch someone off guard, but it quite didn't connect. A nice parry coming up from George right there. And we have, look at Meister. He still has his 3 stuff. He has been surviving a lot during this set. And SkyJ with the fresh stock over here, it's looking quite difficult for the hero of time right now. Well, this is not the hero of time. It's the Breath of the Wild.
The Breath of the Wild
Link.
hero, the Wild. I don't
Wild
remember.
hero, the breathing hero.
Yeah, it's been a long time since last time I played.
You know what we mean
Yeah.
right now. And nice recovery coming out from Bestia's part. And that was quite a strange grab from Meister to SkyJ. And Bestia is not letting the pressure stop. And again, the revenge from Incineroar is going to interrupt Mike's recovery.
Ooh, but Bestia fighting for his life, and no more.
Yep.
Bestia, it's no more. But pretty strong showing for SkyJ and Meister. I mean, we were talking about this. Meister pretty much spent that entire game with his 3 stocks all geared up and ready to be used by SkyJ in case that SkyJ lost that one last stock. He could have just easily asked for Meister's second stock.
Yeah.
But I think that is something that you need to plan before.
Yeah, definitely. Because imagine if you just take your partner's stock and they were just thinking, well, I have 2 stocks, I can get this done by myself.
Yeah.
And suddenly you take out their stock and they're at 150%, they get, I don't know, knocked out in the same frame as you take their stock.
That's
and you're not, well prepared to put it like that, to fight that the matchup that you're against with, it can get, it can turn into a really awkward situation. So both of these players need to talk about it before.
Yep. Or maybe you decide to go for something risky, something flashy, it doesn't quite work out, you lose your stock, and happens just what you were talking about. But now we're going up to the second game. No sort of change from any of the players, not even a color change, maybe sometimes you change your color, you get that little color buff, it's real, I've seen it happening before. But what do you think about this stage on the side of Bestia and George?
And did you saw that? George lost his first stock only at 70% from the top. That was really nice. Coming up from SkyJ's part, if I'm not mistaken, right now they're just trying to fish for an up smash. Bestia is just non-stopping with those match attacks. He knows
Oh,
that if he gets one of them, and he almost got both players over there.
yep. And that would have been a big win on the side of Bestia and George, but Meister losing his first stock. I mean, Game Watch, not exactly the heaviest of characters, but the Keyblade on the side of Meister getting that first stock on the side of Bestia, but Kaiji finally losing his first stock. This is looking like a pretty even matchup. Sure, George is already at 131%, but I think this is more even than someone who.
Yeah, and right now already George once again losing his stock at a relatively early percentage, and Meister and Gaia are looking quite comfortable with these interactions because as we said before, Incineroar's Revenge, it's such even though it's punishable if you read it, it's such a good move to take advantage whenever in doubles. Because there's a lot of action happening, and even your partner can charge your revenge.
Yep. And also one of the beautiful things about doubles is that okay, really good synergy on the side of Bestia and George. Bestia was ready with that up smash to take that second stock on the side of Meister, but now Bestia, he's already at 141, gets saved, but trying to go for a forward smash, he's off stage. SkyJ makes it back, but gets hit by the LP on the side of Ike. SkyJ is off stage, what a catch on the side of Bestia, but SkyJ, he's still alive.
Wow, that was such an amazing option, but that response coming out from SkyJ's part was even better. It looked like George and Bestia might have actually gotten something out of those interactions, but right now it can get really tricky. This is a really difficult situation. I think he got him with no DI, but Meister and Sky keep moving on in the bracket, and Meister with the Cobra Kai swag. Nice. Yep. Pretty nice.
Haven't seen the latest season, but Cobra Kai, pretty good.
And it's
okay,
amazing.
I'm gonna catch up on Cobra Kai after Smash Factor.
Yeah, of course.
But what was also pretty good? This synergy between SkyJ and Meister was just so on point. And I don't know what we are going to have next.
And remember that this amazing tournament is brought to you by Total Play. Play with the fastest internet, the most stable internet, the internet of the champions. Just as the Meister and Sky just showed us, they are the champions right now. And also, just a quick reminder that this event is part of the Panda Cup.
Yep.
So let's not forget about that. Also part of the World Tour. And right now, we're gonna be